here. Then that means that number F only, which will definitely be this minus this, because this is number. So let me see F only. Number of football equals to F only plus the intersection, that is 3. That means, what is number of football? 22, which equals to F only plus 23, plus 3 rather. So F only will definitely be 22 minus 3, and that is what? 19. That means 19 is F only. Let me also calculate V only. Number of V equals to V only plus both games. Then, what is number of volleyball? 26 equals to V only plus 3. That means V only will definitely be what? 26 minus 3. So that will give us 23. Take note of that. So if you want to know the number of this universal set, it should be F only. That will be F only plus both games plus V only, then plus the neither. That's those are playing neither football nor hockey. Must equals to what? 46. Then what is F only? F only is now 19 plus 3. What is V only? V only is now 23 plus X equals to 46. Take note of that. Then by the time we add this up, this plus this, that is 22. 22 plus this, that is 45. Plus X equals to 46. X will now be 46 minus 45. And X equals to 1. That means those that play neither football nor hockey is 1. So let's see our option and see the one that correlates to that. So that is option A. Option A is 1, option B is 2, option C is 3, and option D is 4. So the answer to this very question is option A, which is 1. Now, this is another set because there are some questions on sets that are interwoven with probability. That is why I am using this avenue to take them together. In a class of 60 students, number of universal sets is what? 60. In a class of 60 students, 30 offer physics, 40 offer chemistry. If a student is picked at random from the class, what is the probability that the student offer both physics and chemistry? Before we can solve this question, we must combine two topics, that is sets, knowledge of sets, and also knowledge of probability, which we have done in our previous lessons. Now let's look at this now. We draw the Venn diagram. This one will be involving two circles. So we have something like this, where let's call this number of physics, then let's call this number of chemistry, and let's call this number of universal, which is what? 60. So number of physics is 30, number of chemistry is 40. Now, then let this be C only, that's chemistry only, while this one let it be P only, that's physics only. Now, let's call this X. Let the number of students that offered both physics and chemistry be X, which I have noted here. Now, I know that number of physics, based on the trend I've been following, will definitely be equal to P only, that's physics only, plus both. What is the number of physics? 30, which is equal to P only plus X. So P only, which is physics only, will now be what? 30 minus X. That means this place is 30 minus X. Now, this place also, number of chemistry will definitely be chemistry only plus both What is chemistry only? 40 equals to C only plus X. Then C only will definitely be what? 40 minus X. That is chemistry only. Having calculated that, and since no information is given to us that there is a particular number of students that offer neither physics nor chemistry, that means no one will definitely be outside the Venn diagram. So in that situation, let's now solve for our X, because our interest is to calculate what? Number that offer both physics and chemistry. That is our interest. So which is what? X. Now, for this, it will be P only plus in both subjects plus chemistry only will definitely be equals to our what? 60. That's the total number of students. Now, P only. What is our P only? 30 minus X plus X plus what is our chemistry only? 40 minus X equals to 60. Minus X plus X, they cancel out. 30 plus 40, 70 minus X equals to 60. Then our X will now be equals to 70 minus 60. Then our X equals to 10. That means number that offer physics and chemistry equals to 10. The question asks of probability. Probability probe of this number that offer physics and chemistry will now be, and since our probability is number of required outcomes, so what is the required outcomes here? That is 10 as number that offer chemistry over the number of possible outcomes. And what is number of possible outcomes? That is 60. So automatically we can divide this one by 10, we have 1. Divide this one by 10, we have 60. So the answer will definitely be 1 over 6. So we go to our option and pick the option that correlates with that very answer, and that is option D, 1 over 6. The next question says, in a survey of 50 newspaper readers, 40 read Champion and 30 read Guardian, how many read both papers? So in this situation, we are talking about Champion and Guardian. So in this, we are talking about, so we have, let Champion be denoted by C, Champion, and let G denote Guardian. Now let's draw our Venn diagram where this is the number of Champion, while this is the number of Guardian. So what is the number of Champion? Number that read Champion, we have 40. 40 is the number that read Champion. Why? What about the number that read Guardian? The number that read Guardian, we have 30. We have 30 number that read Guardian. Then what is the number of our universal set? It is number of our universal set, that's 50 newspaper readers, 50. Then this one will be what? Champion only. And this one will be what? Guardian only. What's the question asking us? The question asks us to how many read both papers. So let's assume that the number that read both papers be X. Let the number that read both papers be X. That's our assumption. Now, number of Champion is equal to Champion only plus X. What is the number of Champion? 40, which is equal to Champion only, we don't know it, plus X. So that means Champion only will now be equal to 40 minus X. We have calculated that. Number of Guardian will definitely be Guardian only plus X, both. What is Guardian only? 30 equals to Guardian only plus X. So Guardian only will definitely be 30 minus X. You can see that most of their almost all their questions are repeated using different words. They are repeated questions. That is why it is very good that we study this trend to better our chances. Now, in this situation, you have this. The question asks us to find how many read both papers, which is X. So we know that C only plus both papers plus G only must be equals to the total, which is 50. What is C only? C only is 40 minus X plus G only, that is 30 minus X equals to what? 50. X minus X plus X cancel out. 40 plus this 70 minus X equals to 50. Then that means our X will now be 70 minus 50. Our X equals to 20. So that means those that read both papers, the number that read both papers is 20. So we go to our option and see the one that will correlate to that, and that is option C, which is 20. Then the next question is, in a class of 40 students, each student offers at least one of physics and chemistry. If the number of students that offer physics is 3 times the number that offer both subjects, and the number that offer chemistry is twice the number that offer physics, find the number of students that offer physics only. Let the number that